Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to OD Conversations. We are very happy to have you watch us all the time, and we are very appreciative to your support, to your comments. We are very, very much appreciative. We thank you because I think now we are, over 600 views now.
Yeah, man. People are showing us some good
Wow.
love, man. And shout out to everybody who's been sharing our clips. Shout out to Albert. He's been, the guy's been very helpful. On his WhatsApp, he's always sharing his clips. And there's one guy, Maurice, he's a comedian. He's also helping us share the clips. So that's good, man. Thank you so much.
Shout out to all of you guys. We are really appreciative. And then to the comments, to the critiques, we're also very much appreciative. We promise, as we said earlier, to give you, informative content, content that are very trailing in our societies and things that will really make us informed. So this is a space, as we always say, where we unveil life issues, issues that are trending in the society, issues that shapes our world, and issues that makes us know what is really going on now. So today we are coming up with another interesting episode.
Yeah, it's okay. Let's go.
Everything is fine?
Yeah, just kidding. Our notebook. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So today we are coming up with interesting conversations, highlights of things that are happening around the world now. Now there's a lot of uncertainties about what is happening now in China. People are talking a lot about certain viruses. People are saying a lot of things about, plane crash here and there, certain issues that are changing our society now, which I think that it is very important that we bring it to bear. We try to inform you and give you the nitty-gritties of the information that are out there so that you also be informed. I'm hosting this podcast with my boy here,
AJ. I'm glad you didn't say AJ. See how you guys says my name, bro. AJ. Yo.
All right. And then today, I think for all of you guys, you always be wondering who is behind the sets, always making us look nice. Yeah, making us look proper. Our one and only Sea Breezy.
How's it going, guys? I think, this is going great. It's nice to be back here.
Nice to have you back, man.
Yeah. All right. So I think we'll kickstart with the conversation. First of all, we would like to talk about, how the year went for all of us. By God's grace, we have ended a year, 2024, as people will say, done and dusted.
Yeah.
And then now we are, commencing a new year. I think about 5 days or 6 days into the new year, 5 days already.
Yeah.
And it has been great. So let's talk about how the year went for us, individually. How was it for you guys?
Yeah, so Chris, let's start it. You're the one with accolades, bro. I saw you.
What accolades?
Right. Yeah. I see you lying by your accolades and taking pictures and all that.
Yeah, he was even right in the middle. He's like, okay, I see you, bro.
That's real. But we'll add that.
This year was nice.
I did.
Right.
Yeah, you see it.
Yeah, this year was nice. Definitely a lot of lessons learned.
Yeah.
And it was nice. I remember before the year ended, I was doing some reflection, and there's something that I learned about being intentional about the things that you do. So I think for me, the biggest thing that I was necessarily not really lacking, but really not really applying was intentionality. And what that means is just being intentional with everything that you do. Like when you set goals, is it just something that you are just dreaming about, right?
Yeah.
Or you're actually setting plans in place to actually do those things. And even after you set those plans to do those things, right? Are you intentional about doing those things?
Yeah.
So it's like taking action more intentionally, because it's easy to feel like you are doing something than actually
just for you to
tick off a goal.
Yeah.
But when you're actually intentional about it, you are certain that okay, this will yield results. So that's really the main thing that I ended up reflecting on, and I realized entering this year 2025, I need to be more intentional about everything.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Yeah.
Also, like goal setting is one topic we're going to talk about. You know, even for me, like mostly 2024 was like a year of setting base. You know, like starting up many things. Even this podcast we started last year, and many other things. But how my year started, bro? 2025, drama, man. You won't believe, bro.
Really?
Man, you see that reel which was going around. I know 2025 will start with WTF.
Oh, yeah.
I had my moment, bro.
Ooh.
Yeah, let me tell you what happened. You know, like this thing, we are 6 hours ahead of our country, right? It's 7, right? Is it 7 or 8?
Mine is, I think, 8.
Yeah. So us, we're 6 hours ahead. So for us, 6 a.m. here, that's when it's midnight in Zambia. So I was waiting for them to also enter the new year. So I was on my computer doing my thing. Then I got bored and hungry. Like, okay, let me go downstairs and what? Grab some food. I went down to McDonald's there.
Oh.
I grabbed some food properly. Now on my way back, I found out my key is not working for the elevator.
Ooh.
Yeah. Apparently, what happens is they deactivate them every year. So you have to go there for them to renew.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So now
You didn't know.
I didn't know. So what happened was after now going downstairs, because going downstairs we can go without the key. But going coming. Yes. I tried.
That's 15 floors,
bro. So I was there in the elevator going to the parking lot. Now here's the funny part. I checked in the parking lot, there was no one. And between the parking lot and the first floor, there's like, I don't know, 5 floors there to climb the stairs. Bro, I started with those 5 floors. Pa. I reached the first floor. No one is coming, and it's winter, man.
What?
So I was like, I'm going to take these stairs today.
Wait, you came all the way up to
I
15.
climbed the stairs, bro.
15 floors.
15. And there are the stairs. It's not like you go up and up.
No.
It's like 3 for you to get
to get to the next floor.
So I climbed, bro.
That's how it started. That's how it started a year.
Imagine, and that was 4 a.m., bro. I came out, I was like, this is really a WTF kind of year, man. Really? Bruh.
But I think that, there's this saying that before anything, grows or before anything germinates, it has to die first.
So like, if God can make me go through this, I'll achieve stuff.
For sure. You can't go through
15
this.
floors. In fact, it's not even 15
Yeah.
floors. 15 plus 5.
Yeah, my son, I climbed the whole building by stairs.
Bro. That's a nice way to start. actually.
Check properly. I think in the history books, no one has ever done it before. So
So we have to call
You started your year with a good workout.
Yeah, proper. Training your legs and your thighs. Because the journey is far. You have to get stamina.
imagine.
Yeah, so for me, I think that 2024 was also a good year. It came with its own undulating moment. However, what Chris was saying, that I think it is this point where you realize yourself that you are growing, okay, and then you are responsible for all the outcomes that your life experiences, and so you have to be very certain about the decisions you make. And then be aware of the consequences. Now, the truth about decisions is that decisions are made once, but consequences are lived with forever. So when you make a decision, what happens is that you live your life bearing the consequences of that. And so I realized that at any point in time, when I set goals, when I want to do things, I write them down, okay? But then that one is just a decision I've decided to make.
Yeah.
After whether I'll do them or not, it is the consequence of that decision I decided to take.
Yeah.
And then most often, as he rightly said, we have to be intentional about the things that we say we will do. Because it is intentionality that helps you to be consistent at those things.
Yeah.
So we realize that for you, if you are fighting consistency, maybe if you fought consistently last year, what you can do, as he said rightly, is a kind of like a tidbit on how to stay consistent, is to be intentional.
Yeah.
Okay, because if you decide that, okay, this year I'm going to go hard, let's say health, because health is very, very important. And I'm sure that in our subsequent, we are going to talk about, some salient, health issues. And as young as we are, which we know that our audience are also full of young, energetic people, you have to also be conscious of your health.
Exactly.
Right.
Man, exactly.
So if you intentionally said, okay, this year I want to lose maybe some weight, some amount of pounds. All right. from the onset, it's a good decision that you have made. It's nice.
Yeah.
It is doable. It is plausible. But as to whether that decision will come to fruition, is that you have to be intentional about doing the things that you have said you do.
Yeah.
Go to the gym, you have to be there. Run some miles, climb some stairs.
Too soon, bro. Too soon. That's right on what you said, actually.
But that's amazing.
That's right. Let me not forget my point.
Yeah. Do not forget it.
I was traumatized.
Now this one you be traumatized.
That's serious.
Yeah, that's right on what you said. Like it's all like
Can you imagine?
You people, I'm trying to be serious.
Yeah, serious. Let's go, sir.
Okay. Yeah, right. You know what you're saying.
Yeah.
The intentionality and what you're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Many of the times people set goals at the beginning of the year. No, this I wanna do, this I wanna do that. At that point, we are all hyped up, but after
New Year resolution.
2 weeks down the line,
That's the word.
That's a New Year,
New
New
Year
Me.
resolution.
yeah, New Year, new me. I'm blocking the fake people. Why to go to church? I receive Papa.
Always fake people in your life. Always blocking.
Imagine
people.
you're
Ah,
blocking
serious.
fake people.
Always, bro.
Like what I wanted to say is like commitment.
Yeah.
You don't need the motivation. Forget about it. But the commitment is what will really make you ride the year. Yeah. So now we can also we can now move on from 2024, man. I don't want to remember the stairs and everything else, but yeah.
Yeah. So now the stairs was in 2025 or 2024.
25 at 4 a.m. The first 4 hours of the
What?
bro.
So wait. What? When you realized that your key is not working, what did you do?
I took the stairs, bro.
No, like
But,
before that.
No, when going down, right?
Yeah.
You can't know if it's working or not.
Oh, there was no one in the lobby down there.
No, bro. At 4 a.m. and it's winter. It's like minus 4 degrees outside.
Oh.
Nobody will be out at 4.
And also, when you are going down, you don't need the card.
You don't.
So
need
you
it.
don't even know that it's not working.
Exactly. So at least if I knew from upstairs, I wouldn't have
So
gone
wait.
down.
You are
So when
thinking
you
about
went
it.
down,
Yeah.
you even ate your food.
No,
No, you bought
bought
it.
Oh, you bought
My
your
food
food,
in
came
my-
back with
Yeah.
it.
So you were
Like,
so you climbed the stairs with the food.
Yes.
How did you feel when you ate it?
Bro, I burnt a few calories. I was more hungry, man. I was more hungry, man. Man.
All right, so now let's jump into one of the trending issues now. Now people are speculating, or people are saying back home that there is a new virus now in China.
Yes, it's there. What's it called? I wrote it down because I know myself and biology.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go. Spit it out.
Okay. It's called human metapneumonia.
Let's go try again.
Let's go. We go again. We go again. New Year. Yeah, you can conquer this one.
Human metapneumovirus. Human metapneumovirus. Yeah.
All right.
Human metapneumovirus.
All right. What's the short form for that? What are we going with the short form?
HMTV. I didn't write that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think it is HPMV.
HPMV.
Yeah. So human metapneumovirus.
Okay, the same virus. Right. So now
so there are lots of speculations about that. That there is a new virus now in the system. It is more or less like, and there is a synergy between the happenings of the viruses.
Really? How so?
Ebola 2015. COVID 2020. 5-year sequence. 2025.
That's deep, bro. That's deep.
5. And so it makes the speculation kind of, mean a planned thing from a very broader perspective. Okay. Yeah. But then we are here. We are in China. All right. So I think it is best that we can also speak to it. Because I was there and my mom called me and was like, yo, be careful. Be careful out there. There's a virus in there. But
yeah.
I think, truth being said, I didn't hear it here.
Yeah. You heard it from outside.
Outside.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's like, because even like, when something serious is happening,
yeah,
they always notify us in the school groups and all these other.
Exactly.
Yeah, but we never heard anything.
Because even when the winter begins, the school counselors will be like, there is strong wind coming.
So be careful.
Be careful. Yeah. There is a cold in there. There is flu stuff.
Yeah.
But I think till now, we've not seen it in our groups.
Nothing, man, nothing. So do you think it's something they're trying to squander or what? I don't know. Maybe just speculating.
But I think that others, okay, so I think we will come from what others are saying, and then also all the sources for this communication or the sources for this news will also be provided in the link, so that there's not like we are trying to share some kind of fear in people. It's like we just want to create things out there, but then we are talking based on what we have seen, right? So now people are saying that this new virus, right, which is HMPV, has been there for the past 2 decades.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think for over 20 years it is there. And then people are having symptoms, or people have mild symptoms of it. Okay, so when they have those symptoms, that's like a flu-like symptoms, and pneumonia kind symptoms, they go to the hospital, then they are diagnosed of this kind of virus, and then it is being treated, but then the cure is not there. You get it? So it is something that is there in the system. It's more or less like, for instance, if somebody is not vaccinated to combat Hep B, hepatitis B. If somebody is not vaccinated to conquer that, and they get it, as it stands now, there is no cure. So it becomes like a chronic, a terminal disease. Meaning that person will have to live with it until they die. So we'll be taking medicine to control it. So that is how people are also saying that
this thing
is also. It is there. When somebody gets it, then it is managed. Because it's flu, like you wake up with some flu kind of symptoms and then all that. But then the speculations are kind of general for me.
Yeah, they're too general for now, because here we've not received any threat and we are physically here. So, and
they said it's in the northern part of the country.
Yeah, the northern part of China.
And okay, I think after this I have to call one of our guys, Apostle Johnson.
Is there?
Yeah, he's at the northern part. Darlene. Yes, the northern part of the country. So we can also call him and then get some update from them. But I think here, I'm not really seeing the
people are chilling here, man. People are chilling here. Nothing. I've not seen anything as well.
As here,
there's really nothing going on. There's nothing that has been notified to us.
And it's strange.
Most of it is just in the news.
Yeah, because even for me, like my uncle is on texting me, are you okay? I've seen the virus. Take care of yourself. Make sure you mask up. Don't go too much in public areas. But so it's like outside people are really scared. But looking at what's going on the ground, it's different. Maybe we should be in the northern part for us to understand. As you said, we'll ask Apostle Johnson.
Yeah.
We'll give an update in the next episode. And
I think
we'll bring a doctor too.
I think we have some medical friends.
We do it.
I think our previous episode we have some medical students showing up. We had Lulu showing up. We had Abby showing up.
Shout out to Lulu and Abby.
Yeah. So at least we can also contact them and then ask them what their take is on that. But I think that one thing that I am kind of learning from this is that, whatever it may be, I am from the general point of view, whatever it may be, I think what happened to us previously is that it taught us as humans to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be. Because when COVID came, I think what we realized was that a lot of people were saying that somebody who is personally hygienic is kind of protected.
Yeah.
All right, like somebody who on a normal day wash their hands, do those stuffs. Yes, do not get closer to people who are coughing without covering their mouth and all that, because you don't know whatever they are carrying. Are at less risk as compared to people who are living their lives carelessly. Going to public places, and we are in a space where you can't ignore coughing.
No. Yeah. You see our people here. They don't be spitting up. That thing whereby they grab it from the inner
charge
core.
it.
Yeah,
they bring it from the core and then
they do what?
They bring it from the core. So it's like it's charged and then it's just out.
Remember that guy almost spat on me?
This guy was almost spat on me. We were walking, going to a metro.
Yeah.
And the guy was on his bike parked by the side. And he was not even paying attention. I think he was watching some TikToks or something like that. So we were walking by his left side, and he didn't see that people were coming on the other side. So the guy, while he's watching, he's scrolling. you just see. So he charged it. He charged it. So the moment he charged it, we just saw him turn to his left. We knew it's about to go down here. It's about to go down. So just before he released it, we were like, hey! The man just... He swallowed it, bro.
Really?
I bet he swallowed it, bro, because he didn't spit it. Even after we went, he was just, it's like he just...
So you guys had to caution him before.
Yeah, because it was about... it was about... It was charged now.
It was a laugh on his
That
face.
one was charged.
So if you didn't stop him,
It was coming straight on him.
I couldn't take the risk. I told him, hey. I did it, man. Man.
Yeah, that was
but I think I also experienced some. But it was, I think I was riding a bike, the blue bike behind one other guy also was on the blue bike. So I mean I can't overtake him.
Hey.
Yes, and he was literally spitting, and you could see the wind
just fly in your mouth.
Yes.
It flew in your mouth?
No, it was just on my skin. And then I just wanted a way to just maneuver him and go
But you
in
can't,
front.
you're
I
moving at the
can't.
same
It's
speed.
the same
Yeah.
speed. So I'll just go in front of him and I'll be like, so what is what you did? So experience it in a bit. just a bit.
Oh, it doesn't even go
Yeah, in front, and I'm like, okay, so this is what it means, like. But then I think we are in a space where if you are not careful, you normalize these things. You know, someone was telling me that when he went back home, he had to re-conscientize himself.
Like spitting in
Like
public.
spitting in public, and then, you know, those kind of sneezing without covering your mouth and like that. Because I think he was outside and he also wanted to, because he got used to. So he wanted to woo, and was like, hey, yo.
That guy became Chinese or something.
But I think that not all of them. But
Yeah, because back home it's really something.
Yeah, I
Spitting
think
in
you were
public,
telling me
get
that.
slapped, man. You're spitting in public. What are you doing, man?
In Zambia, you get slapped.
slapped, man. You get slapped.
So,
Easy.
like, really, I've got a question.
Yeah.
Man. Like, based on what we're talking about
Yeah.
on the virus,
Mm.
do you think it is another planned move that the world is going to, like people have already planned, let's say the globalists, in your opinion?
Yeah, speculatively speaking,
Yeah,
Yeah.
speculatively speaking. Yeah.
what is said out there,
Yeah.
yeah, you know, because there's a lot of things that have been said even by these elites. I'm not going to mention names, but yeah, there's a lot out there. Even you can just search on YouTube, these things are there. And sometimes it's just about opening your eyes to see. Because many times when people talk about, oh, it's a planned thing, people say, yeah, it's just conspiracy. But how is it conspiracy when it's that accurate? You know?
Yeah, especially
Everything adds up.
Everything adds up, you know, everything adds up. And sometimes it's just about, you just wake up, man. Wake up and see what is actually happening.
Of course.
Because all these things are interesting. It's interesting when you look at it.
because even that other the interview we were watching on TED Talk, the one which was talking about it's now like, you know, it's a new form of fighting war.
Yeah.
Back then they used to use, like, you know, high military grade weapons and, like, you know, tanks and whatnot. But now it's like what do you call it again? Is it bioterrorism?
Yeah.
Yeah, whereby they use certain things, the same viruses, whereby it will go into the population and wipe out a certain number of people. And
So I think as we are saying, from an armchair speculative kind of view, okay, not with accurate data like we know others have.
Yeah.
Of course, because this world is actually governed by knowledge, and knowledge is information.
Yeah.
And we know that a lot of people have certain informations that the populace are not privileged to have them. And so when you try to add the data online, and then we see the synergy of it happening, it is more like on the brighter side that it is easier to speculate that it is planned than not. Because how do you say that something is happening in a very chronological order?
Yeah, man.
In definite times, because this is the same time that COVID came. This is the same time Ebola also came.
Actually, before COVID came, there was, you know, one of these globalists, one very famous man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should mention the name or be flagged, but yeah, he actually mentioned something about the same COVID coming way before COVID started.
Of course. And this is the same time. You know, COVID, the inception of COVID actually from December of the previous year, 2019, December. That's why it's COVID-19. So the virus was actually detected in 2019. So the latter part of the year, that's where the global stage was hit. Because in Ghana like this, COVID actually became a big deal, I think in March. But it has started moving from the ending part of the previous year to the start of the new year. And this is the same time that we are in now. At the previous part of last year, entering into a new year now. And so I think it becomes, as you were saying, it is obvious for you not to really accept it that these things, beyond what the human eye can see, beyond what you know, there are things hidden that you are not privileged to be invited to peep into. And so I think what we have to do as humans is that one is to be informed. Actually, it is in 2025, if there is, aside your resolution that you have made, make sure you have this aspect. Be informed.
Yeah, because ignorance this time around is too expensive.
It's expensive.
It's too expensive.
Yeah.
Man. Ignorance is too expensive.
If you are not informed, certain things will hit you by surprise and you might not know where it is coming from.
Yeah.
Because it might shock you that even as we are discussing this right now, there are some people who don't even know that this thing is even moving around.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you pay the price of not knowing. Because now I think we are careful also. In as much as we are taking our hot water, we are still taking our hot water. We are covering our mouth when we are going to public spaces because we are just trying to protect ourselves with the knowledge. Because it's knowledge acted upon is that which brings results. So if you have information and you don't act on it, then what's the purpose of you having the information? If we are seated here and then we are saying that this thing is planned and we go back and then we are living our lives like this thing doesn't matter, then what's the essence of the information that we have?
Yeah, exactly, man, exactly.
So as we are in 2025, I think as a family, we will urge all of you guys to be informed. Take some time to read some information about things, not only about things that you are interested in, but about things that affect the whole world.
Yeah,
exactly.
Do you also know, like, just before the year ended, there were 3 airplanes which happened, like, one was 2 days apart and one was 1 day apart. The first one was the Azerbaijan Airlines plane which crashed. The second one was the Canadian and the Jeju Airlines from Japan.
Yeah.
So these 3 happened.
Or is it Korea?
Korea.
Oh, it's
Korea.
It's
It's
Korea,
Korea.
not Japan.
Yeah, not Japan.
Oh, Korea.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
Korea.
my bad. Yeah. So these also happened like just at the end of 2024 into 2025.
And it's amazing. As you were saying, it's like one happened in some 3 days part, another happened, and then when the other one happened, the next day, another one happened.
Ish, man.
And it is sad. Anything that has to do with the loss of life, it is sad.
Yeah, very sad.
Actually, whatever happens, even if one person loses their life, it is a sad thing to happen. Because when I think the first one, the plane crash, I think some people died and others didn't.
Others survived. There was even a man who, like, when after the Azerbaijan plane crash, right? So this man saw his nephew among the survivors being brought out of the. So now him, I mixed him up. To be happy.
I think that man looked a little bit smiley,
Yeah. To smile, but then
he didn't want to offend.
Yeah.
Me, my family member didn't die. It was that kind of. I was saying that I think a similar situation happened in Nigeria. Where I think there was something that happened in the school where something happened to some kids. I don't know whether the building collapsed or something.
Yeah.
And then they fell on some of the children and they died. And one woman said that when the child was going to school that day, she prayed for the child. She anointed the head. God should be with you. Go and come safely and all that.
Wow.
And he was part of the people who didn't die.
Hey.
And so she came to Twitter. And then she was like, thank God, see me, God has vindicated me, my own child didn't die. And people were blasting her on social media, like, what are you talking about? We both died and stuff. And that's why, like, Allah had to also celebrate. So I think that is what happened to the man that we're waiting. At the point, he didn't know what to do, but I think he was happy. That he
was about to smile on that news.
You have to put that one. You have to put it.
No, I'll put it.
Yeah.
I'll tag the interview.
I'm sure he's smart.
Yeah.
He's smart at the point.
And then the Canadian one, I think
Yep.
there was low death rate there. Not many people died.
I think the Canadian one, nobody died
Nobody
actually.
died, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was a jet. It was a flying jet.
Oh,
Yeah. So I think
okay.
about over 70 something people, either 74, 75 people. Then none of them died.
Yeah, but now the interesting one,
Yeah.
the Jeju one,
Yeah.
bro. That plane landed at a very high speed.
Mm.
They speculate say that no, the landing gear,
Yeah.
it didn't come out. So that when it hit the tarmac, there was no
Mhm.
tire there, so it was just gliding until it went to explode.
And you know that one killed a lot of people.
Yeah,
okay?
179. Yeah, to be specific.
And I think that before the crash, they said that a bird interfered the aeroplane.
Like it flew into the engine.
Engine.
Or something.
Yeah.
And I think you were even telling us that most of the plane crashes that the world has witnessed has to do with birds.
With birds, yes, birds have actually caused a lot of plane crashes.
But if this one happened in Africa,
What you-
What are we going to do?
if the bird if a bird enters an engine,
Who sent you?
he's sent, bro.
Who sent you, man? It's Juju, bro. Speculate, man.
A bird can enter the engine, man.
It was planned.
Ah, bro.
Yeah, it was planned because somebody was seated in it and all that. But I think there are a lot of investigations on the Jeju one.
Yeah.
I think the pilot will be investigated to explain why they did not lower the landing gear when they were coming down.
Actually, yeah, because you'll be like, why? Maybe if it was stuck, it would make sense. But maybe if it was a routine, maybe he forgot to how
Maybe
can I
he was
say,
under pressure or
to apply or something, then
Hmm.
it will be on him.
But
And then there are two.
How is it going to be on him if he's dead?
No, they are not. He's not dead. They are not dead.
They're not dead.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, the two are not dead.
Eish.
Wait, the people who are
Jeju
flying
one.
the people who are flying
Yes.
the,
They are being treated and then they are waiting to be called to be investigated. They are going to be asked questions.
oh,
Yes.
It's hot now.
that's
then it's
messed up.
hot.
Imagine, like,
So now
You
they
are
are going
flying
to
a
ask
plane,
them,
eh?
yes. When they are healed, they are going to be asked like what happened. And then they are going to be
Wow.
called to caution.
Yeah.
Because I think they will be the best people to explain actually why they did not lower.
of course.
Yeah. This actually reminds me of Captain Sally.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Sully, the American guy who landed the plane on the water.
Yeah. Bro, that
very
guy
good.
was investigated. They thought like what he did was very dangerous. Actually, they
Oh.
did simulations using their simulators.
Mm-hmm.
They saw that landing the plane on water was the best that you could. It was the best
At that
probability that
particular
people
time.
who survive.
I think there's even a
It was
movie
very-
about
yeah,
that.
I actually found out from the movie. Then I went to watch the actual
The
Oh.
documentary.
documentary.
Oh, I see.
But now, goodness, right?
Mhm.
There's this Russian guy, an engineer. I wrote down his name. What's his name? Vladimir. Okay, what's his
Yeah,
name?
Vladimir, yeah.
Vladimir Tatarenko.
Yeah, this one you
Vladimir Tatarenko.
you
Yeah,
pronounce it quickly.
quickly.
Yeah.
Tatarenko.
Terenko, yeah. So now you don't know where they are. Yeah, Vladimir. Yeah.
So now, when after watching the same stuff, the airplane crash,
Yeah.
I came across that video. Then I went to look at it again. Like this guy has been doing research for like 3 years now,
Okay.
and now he's designing an airplane which detaches when it is about to explode or malfunction. Like the cabin,
Okay.
where passengers sit and everybody, it detaches. Then
From the main.
yes, from the
Yeah.
main airplane, then that it remains with the nose
Okay.
and the wings only.
Oh.
So what happens when it detaches? It goes like parachute to be deployed to make
To
it
be holding
now-
it
Yeah, but
for it to
then
land.
they say that it can it can land both on water and on land. So like they'll put in like some safety, what do you call it? I don't know, floaters or something.
Oh, I see.
But I think it's good innovation because for a person like me, before I enter an aeroplane, bro, I pray. I'm like,
Yeah, but as a
Aye,
Christian,
bro,
any means of transportation, you have to, you have to
Yeah.
pray.
But that prayer is prayed out of fear. It's different when you're getting in a speaker. You pray, okay, God, thank you. It's self-travel, yeah? But on the plane, you actually mean it.
But we can talk about that innovation in a bit, man.
Yeah, that's
Because
that's
I am
smart.
curious.
Yeah, it's
Because-
interesting.
Yes,
It's interesting.
the cabin will detach from the aeroplane
Yeah,
so that the passengers will be safe.
yeah.
I think it's a good innovative. But you see, when you look at the even the Canadian one.
Yeah.
The issue actually started when the plane was closer to the ground.
Yes. So does it have enough time to deploy?
Yes. Because it was just closer to
Or
the
is
ground.
it only for special cases when you are?
If it's in the
in high
air, I think
altitude?
it is proper.
But again, also,
Yeah.
you look at this, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're in extreme high altitude,
Yeah.
the air pressure there is different. also.
Another question
So
also.
what about those situations where it malfunctions when you're up there? Or is it something that
They will come down.
they come a little lower in altitude where the air pressure is okay? Because imagine it
Mhm.
detaches from there, the parachutes go out, right?
The breathing
I don't think
The
that's
air pressure.
the air pressure there is too
wouldn't
high.
be good for him.
That
No,
it's dangerous.
The good part is still research, and
Yeah.
they have not applied it to any
Yeah, it's
aeroplane.
interesting.
Yeah,
So
it's very, very
there are so
interesting.
many simulations that are doing, because I think
And
before
even the fact of just
the pilot, how will go out?
yeah.
how will the pilot?
He's left his face.
Because if you say it's an automatic thing, it's
Yeah.
a tricky thing because now
Yes.
it can deploy anytime.
Actually, I'll put
But-
the picture so that people can see it.
But if it's manual, right?
Yeah.
Meaning someone needs to press it before it can. So does it mean like that?
And then I think there has to be some seconds
It's like
to where
oh, you press and you run.
yeah, bro.
You press and you
you
run.
press and you
Maybe
go and
just
sit
some
somewhere.
seconds.
And then you have to go and sit somewhere and also tie your
A
seatbelt.
hail belt.
Yeah, but I think, as you said, it's a research ongoing, so I'm sure
Yeah.
that with time, at least, the best of it will come out. Because I think when Elon Musk came to the scene and he was talking about, vehicles running on electricities and stuff, there are a lot of people in the field. There were big names in the field who said that this can never happen.
And now it's
But see now, even
That's
in
the
China
future,
now,
you know.
like, that is the norm of the day.
majority of the
Speaking
cars.
of
here.
China,
Yeah.
who told me about the air taxi? Was it you?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're about to launch
Mhm.
air taxi.
Yeah, in 2026, this year, they want to launch it in, I think, 3 main cities. I know of Shanghai, Beijing, and then one of them. Yes, that it is the prototype is already ready. Some people have already tested it already, and then they just want to do a grand launching for it, and then they have to do certain things. I think they have trained people
to fly them.
to fly them. Yes, because it's like they call it something taxi. It's like an air kind of taxi, where it will pick you, fly you into the air, but it will not be in a higher altitude.
Just
Yes, it's not high altitude. It doesn't even fly over towers. It flies even at the closer length of the high towers, like the ones with maybe 100 floors or something. It flies at that level, and so there is one who is controlling the steering, like the pilot, and then there are passengers. So he picks you from your place. I think it will be like the DD kind of stuff.
Okay.
You
so
order
you
it.
order it, then it comes.
It comes, it flies and comes to the place that you are, picks you up, take you to the place where you are going to.
But that's going to be very fast and efficient, But the African in me, I'll wait.
For the success, eh?
This also reminds me of
success, bro.
there's this I don't know which city that is, maybe Shanghai or so, I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but one of the cities here in China,
Mm.
I saw you see the way these metro trains are, they are on top of the rail, right? And they have 2 rails, but now the one that I saw, the train is underneath.
Ooh,
like this,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
it's
yeah,
moving
yeah,
on
yeah.
one rail, just one rail, so it's like the train is suspended and
Yeah.
it's upside down,
Like this.
and it's moving like that.
It's upside down.
Yeah,
or it's hanging on it.
I guess it's it looks upside down when you
The-
look
the-
at it.
yeah,
but it's
the
actually
video is like
upright, but it's hanging on a rail.
Okay, let's say this
Underneath.
is a rail. Okay, let's say this is a rail, right?
Yeah.
So if this was a train and this is like the normal way where people sit, right? So is it like this, or maybe it's hanging upside down?
The rails are underneath. So let's say it's like
The wheels
it's
on
like
top of the
it's
car-
like
of the-
okay, just imagine the roof, right?
Uh-huh.
And there's a rail and the train is passing there. So it's like that, but it's upright. So what? Okay, a normal rail, right? Is we are on the ground,
Yeah.
2 rails, and the train is moving on the rail, so it's up. But now it's as though you see these overhead roads and these flyovers, right? So now imagine on that it's like a bridge, but now underneath the bridge it's high up, suspended in the air, and then there's just one rail, and then the train. I don't know if it's a sub I don't think it's even a subway.
Yeah.
Just a train.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's suspended there, and it moves like that.
So now my question
Suspended.
is that are they sitting?
No, they are sitting.
They are sitting down like that.
It's,
Oh, okay,
it's
so
upright, but it's just hanging. It's
so
suspended.
the ties or the
Yeah.
movement is on top of
It's
it.
on top.
Too
It's
much
interesting,
technology
man.
going on.
Yeah.
And this one is functional. It's working. I think I've just forgotten the city, but it's here in China.
It's working actually.
Yeah, it's working. They use it. You see,
Actually,
people
I'll upload the
went
picture
in.
for you too.
It's interesting.
I think the backstory of the flying taxi was from the flying of the drones during COVID. Realize that there were places where I think let's say if there was an emergency case here and then they want to get vaccines, it will take time for anyone, whether you want to use airplane or something, to move and go and come. So what happened was that they were deploying drones, bigger drones, to carry vaccines. So it will carry the vaccine, let's say, from Shanghai to Suzhou at a very fast speed. So I think it was from that innovation where they had that kind of, because it has 4 tires. This flying jet has 4 tires like a taxi. It has 4 landing kind of tires, I'll call it like that, and then with the wing. The design is just like a drone.
Yeah, so it's 4.
Yes, 4. Yes, it has 4
4
places.
propellers,
Yes, and then the design is just like a drone, but this time around the drone is big. So it is more or less like what happened now. They realized that okay, if you can get things that can transport PPEs, vaccines, even blood. Even now bloods are even in the big cities.
Yeah. But actually, speaking of that, I think it would be very helpful to the especially hospitals. Let's say somebody needs a heart transplant and maybe somebody's on the table. They've already opened you up and you've got it, like organs have got a certain lifetime before they can be used
they
for
can stop.
again.
Yeah.
So now imagine something happens somewhere very far. So just put it on the device and just ship quickly and you save somebody's life. So now the question is also again like, is there too much of technology? Do you think at some point it should stop, or maybe it should just continue to go? And what's your opinion on that?
That's actually good, man.
I think that as long as we as humans continue to remain creative, we cannot put an end to it, because there's always going to be a new innovation, like the next new innovation. Because if you even when you look at old movies back then, right? When you look at a movie that was done in 1940, right? It was in black and white. But then let's say they are talking about futuristic things, and they show someone using a mobile phone. So for them it's like, this is so much in the future. But right now we are using mobile phones. And not even going too far back, right? Let's just say a movie that was done in 1980, for example. There were no touch screens. You see, there's no touch screens. All phones were maybe land phones or phones with buttons. But now there's touch screens. And even so, that time it was like maybe 50 years from now, but it happens so quick like that. So it's like there's always going to be a new technology and a new invention as long as we remain creative. So I really think that it can't stop.
It can't stop.
Can't stop.
And actually, it's having like people who are creative like this. It's like they've got a certain kind of vision. The guy who actually discovered radio frequency communication. He had the idea, right? He wrote it down. He went to example. I come to you guys. I've got this idea. I want us to be transporting messages in the air. Then you start looking at me some funny type of way. Do you know what the friends did? They took him to a mental hospital.
To a psyche ward. That is crazy.
That is crazy.
They took him to a mental hospital. But then look at today. We are using iPhones. We are using it all came from that technology.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
So what about you?
I think as he was rightly saying, so far as there are needs to be met, technologies will never be enough. Because as we stand now, there are so many things that we are still trying to find solutions to. Okay, and then what is the main use of technology is that life will become easier. Of course. So if that is the case, funny story. When I was coming back, the bag that I bought when I was coming to China, the bag that I bought can only move in one direction.
Oh, you can't.
You can't even try to push it straight. So now, so now
Which bag is that, bro? I'm not.
I'll send you the picture so that you put it.
It's like a fridge.
It has the tire. You can just drag it like that, but that is the only direction you can drag it. But now I got to the airport now, and then all these Chinese people, when we landed, they got their luggage straight, and then they are pushing it like that. You know, they hold it straight like this, and then they are pushing it straight. You don't have to bend it to drag it. So I was like, I'm late.
Apostle, this is 2024, 2025.
No,
When did you buy a bag, bro?
that was 2023. Yeah.
Wait, is it like
confused,
the
man.
wheels?
It has wheels.
They can't rotate.
No, they can't rotate.
You
can just drag
yeah,
them.
I know the kind of
Yeah.
bag you're talking
Okay,
about.
okay.
It's not so old, Apostle.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind
I'm
of
about to
bag.
be sure that maybe you inherited the bag. Maybe.
No, I didn't inherit it. I bought it. This bag I bought, I didn't inherit it.
Maybe your great grandfather told my son, you're traveling. This is a gift. When I dreamed to travel, I couldn't travel. I bought this bag. Now I give you this bag.
This one is actually a new bag. And even now, they are still making those bags in my country.
And people are buying them.
Yeah, because if that back there, you will not see this one I'm talking about
Yeah.
so easily like that.
I think I should put a picture of that bag on.
I will send it to you, don't worry. But I think now when I came here, I realized that, okay, so this actually makes it easier. You know, when you are at the airport, you are the train station, and then you are trying to move your luggage, no matter how heavy it is. The moment it can stand, it will go anywhere. But then mine, you have to drag it like this, so even you drag it with energy. Now, but then we realize that, okay, now it is filled. Now, I think there are even some backpack, that you can use it as a backpack and you can still drag it.
Yeah, I've seen those.
When you fill it to the brim, it becomes a bag that you can drag. When it is lesser, you can just put it behind you. And these are kind of technologies, bit by bit, that are helping people to meet their needs. So far as human needs are insatiable, as economists will say it is that our needs are insatiable. Humans, we always want more things, new things. People are even asking that there should be the dryer. When the washing machine, now they have dryers, right? They want the one that the dryer can transport the things to their room.
Bro, people are
like some robot or something.
Yes. Now laziness, bro.
And then that is what,
and that's how people make money.
Yeah,
you see.
so solving a problem.
So you're capitalizing on someone's laziness.
I think the robots that serves at the hotels, this big hotels.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those ones that they are programmed, they are like, they can sense human.
It will even show you where the toilet is.
Yeah,
You don't need to go and
this
look
is the
for
thing
it.
also, right? Like even here in China, those ones which save you. So you don't need the waiter anymore.
That's what I'm talking about. And those ones detect the elevators. They jump in elevators themselves.
Yeah.
So they go, they wait. Elevator comes, they know the time it will open, they jump in. They know the time that they know the floor they have got into. They get out, they come to your room, they knock, you open, they give you the food, they go back, and they go and charge themselves.
Man, technology. But one which scares me the most is the Neuralink.
Yeah.
Bro, like they put a chip.
But that one we will talk about
it
that.
makes you smart. Like you retain information. You can like ChatGPT.
Forget about it.
Imagine if you come
You never fail an exam.
But then I think that the programmer now has authority over you.
Authority over you because there's someone programming
Of
that
course,
thing.
how do
It's
you
not
become
you.
that? It's not you.
Yeah, because even like
You're connected to someone's computer. Now think about this, right? Imagine the whole population hypothetically is having that neural link. So the one who is in charge of that thing is the one controlling everyone.
If you want, you can put you guys to bed.
You not be smart like the way you want it to be. You update your system. You are
Now
updated.
Imagine.
You are updated.
Imagine nowadays, like when you go and sleep, your mind is updated. If you're outdated now, it's like we need to pack you.
But now imagine this. How will communication between men and women be like if a guy is trying to reach a girl?
And also
the
that thing, right?
Yeah, that's program.
You use the neural, like it even reached a point where it doesn't need that. Like you don't need a physical woman to be there because it's a neural link, right?
Yeah.
So all those feelings of pleasure that you get,
It will produce for you.
it can produce for you, and it will form the image for you. So you just be at home, you are chilling. Honey, bring me some.
Do you know that the reason behind this metaverse This metaverse, is because they wanted people to feel in contact with family members that are far away from them.
Oh.
That was the main idea. So, like, the metaverse is a space whereby that is where those NFTs also came to play.
Yeah.
So you have your NFT, your girlfriend has her NFT, and then you want to meet her, but then you can't. So what you do is that you virtually meet.
But
So what happens is that more realistic. So she can even sit on your lap in the metaverse.
Hey.
You know, there were even people buying property in the metaverse.
Yes,
Yeah,
properties. Yeah,
imagine,
even
bro.
people attended shows.
And those were millions. Not
Yes,
millions of
especially
dollars.
during that
I think
period.
one
People were making a
musician,
lot
I
of
don't know
money
whether
out of
it's one musician like that. He hosted this one. I think about 2 million people attended a show in the metaverse.
And you pay, and you
Yes, you
attend.
pay.
Yeah.
And you be
But
like,
this
I
thing-
attended the show in the
Yeah, so
metaverse.
I think that there is this drawing line of things, because when it comes to human emotions,
Yeah.
it cannot be tilted with by technologies.
But you know what? Speaking of human emotions, right?
Yeah.
There's this movie. It's actually a series. As it was being advertised.
Yeah.
So what happened is this guy was married to this woman, right? So he was like more like a house husband.
The man.
The man was a house
Oh,
husband. So
okay.
now,
Like a stay home dad.
yeah, like a stay home dad. You know, this guy is well muscular, well built,
Oh.
tall and all that. Yeah. So now, the woman makes a lot of money, and she knows people do a lot of technology. They build robots and whatnot.
Yeah.
So for her, she's barely home, and she wants to make the guy happy as well. You know? So at the company, one of her friends, right,
Yeah.
won the company. So that friend, they built a robot, which is like a woman, a proper woman. Like when you touch the skin, it feels like a normal human
Like
skin.
real
Like
flesh.
real flesh, like this real. It came like this in some kind of coffin looking like arrangement. So when the woman told the guy, "No, I've bought you this. Why have you bought me the robot? You don't respect me. You know how guys we can do."
From the start.
Yeah, from the start, I felt disrespected. He said some stuff there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now, how to activate the robot? You touch it. So he was curious. He went and he touched the skin. Then it became on, and it's great. Him said his name and was talking to him in the nicest way possible, bro. Had the conversation with him.
Now he's thinking twice.
Fast forward. so actually, that woman, that robot, right? It's so real that you can actually mate with it. Like you can have
Oh,
sex.
you can have.
Yeah. So what happened? After the woman left, right?
That's great.
After the woman left,
Yeah.
you know, the thing about us guys, we get bored. You want to see?
Yeah. You want to see what this one
Get
can do?
curious now.
Yeah.
What can it do?
She was surprised. The guy slept.
The guy is sleeping.
He slept early. So when you're already in bed, you usually
bed
don't go to
already.
bed around this time. Would you, since you had refused the robot earlier, like, would you want me to, do my wife's duties? Like, nah, please don't. Why? That knocked me out. and then she was curious. She was like, how was it? It was great. Really great.
This is some kind of conscientizing.
Yeah.
This is a kind of a word conscientizing.
Yeah.
And then she was like, was it better? I mean, like, it's different, but the guy could not explain. He was mesmerized.
Yeah.
Bro. So now we see how the world is going.
And I think that is what is actually happening now. That most of the things that we see now, most of it we are conscientized, especially in movies.
Yeah.
Before they come to be.
Before it's produced out
Oh,
there,
exactly.
make it normal. For
Normal.
They normalize it. And
Because even to come back to the virus, there are a lot of movies that
talked about
some pandemic, people, virus and stuff. A lot of series, a lot of movies.
there was this other one, bro.
Simpsons also,
Those Simpsons predictions
Yeah,
are
those
Simpsons.
Wait, there
are-
was-
There's this other movie that I had seen where it was talking about exactly the same, even the location, like Wuhan, China, everything, man. Like it was talking about there's this pandemic that's gonna start from China, Wuhan, everything. Like it mentioned in the movie.
And it was before.
I'll try and find it.
It was
but
before
it was
the
long,
pandemic.
like an old movie, maybe a movie from the 90s.
Come on, man. Yeah. So this still goes back to that drawing board.
Bro. But the Simpsons is scary, bro.
Those guys, even how accurate it is that even there's this one clip that I saw of Donald Trump when he was on an elevator coming down. Even in the Simpsons,
Yeah,
exactly
it was
the same,
exactly
with
the
his
same
wife
thing.
by the side.
Exactly.
I think on an escalator, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
And he's coming down like that. His wife is by the side. exactly the same. The same shot. Even the camera angle was the same.
Bruh. Even Kobe, the death of Kobe, sorry to say, like I saw it in The Simpsons too.
Really?
Yeah.
It happened before.
Yeah, The Simpsons, they showed it, yeah.
It's you see. So now we come back to this thing that it will be more or less like you just ignoring the reality.
Yeah.
Just so certain things are not planned. Because how do you tell me this is a coincidence? When everything, like the movie you're talking about, everything is on point. Like the predictions are on point. I can tell you that, when we leave right now, you can meet a lady who will say, hello, Chris. It's a general prediction.
Yeah.
But now when I give details,
Should be wearing
the dress should be wearing,
looks like
this what she will do and that. Now it will tell you that how did you know this one now?
Yeah.
Because this one is just
It's
beyond
very specific.
very, very specific. And the world is conscious that a lot of these things that happens, this robots, the implementation of robots started not today.
Yeah.
Robot movies
Long time
started a long
Long
time.
ago.
Even the robot that had emotions. There was this movie called, I think, Robocop.
Robocop, yeah. Van Damme.
Is it Van Damme?
I don't
Isn't
remember.
No.
Robocop Van Damme?
No, not the Van Damme movie.
Arnold.
Not the Arnold one. Not the Arnold one. This one, there was a robot that was created now.
I think Robocop. I know Robocop.
There was two main ones that had streamlines. There was one that the creator gave the robot emotions, and then the robot started liking the creator's wife. So now the robot wanted to kill the creator. Yes, I think that one is the Indian one.
This Indian, bro.
The robot, and then you see that one, the storyline was proper. You see, there are sometimes that you see the Indian one, they dance and stuff.
Yeah.
The robots and those
The
gimmicks.
robots were dancing.
No, those stuff, the gimmicks one. But now it comes to that part where I think they did the robot contest and then they said that the only thing the robot is missing is that the robot has no emotions. So now the robot, the master inserted emotions into the robot now. So now when you cry, he feels some emotions now. So I think the master beat the wife and said, no way, that will not happen. He said, I will kill you. And then he wanted to take the wife. Now he started liking the wife. And you see, these are things, and then this movie I'm talking about, let's say maybe 5 or maybe even 10 years ago. But it will be there. A conscientizing. Now to get to a point where robots will now start having emotions.
Yeah, it's through AI. Like AI also, they are doing that. It can reason, or they are trying to put reason.
Actually, I have a friend right now who I'll snitch on her in a bit. She has conversations with ChatGPT.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, it's weird.
Wait, who is she?
It's weird.
I won't mention the name. But when she watched this episode, she'll know that she's the one I'm talking about. She tells me that.
Do I know her?
I don't know. I don't know whether I know her. I don't know, bro. I don't know. That one is on you. She texts me. I even now I used to laugh. I laugh at them. So have you met your friend?
But
today?
it's possible, right? Like you have a proper conversation.
My day is not
the
well
way
and stuff. And it to be consoling.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, I've got a female friend. She was telling me a story. Like she asked for someone's ChatGPT to do an assignment because she didn't have her own. Right now, it's difficult. It's also here to make an account. So this guy select again. You should use ChatGPT to now make lines out of it. So now, when she asked for the ChatGPT thing, he even forgot that there's a history there. You know what I mean? So he wants to impress the chick.
Yeah.
Then she gives him the login so she logs in. Now chicks can be curious.
Yeah, of course.
You started going around.
Yeah. Now I started checking, finding the message you're sending on ChatGPT.
Those reels messages was from the AI.
You got AI
Reels,
reads.
bro. That one is proper.
Using AI reads in the game.
And you say, this guy is
did it
smart.
work though? First?
No, it didn't work.
I didn't work.
She's not interested.
Because she wasn't interested. Because if she was, AI would work.
Yeah, man. Well, maybe his delivery wasn't just nice because maybe there's some.
Maybe he had to
some
add
serious
some.
risk there, man.
Imagine AI doing your reels for you.
But then,
That's your life simplified.
bro,
proper.
Here's the bad
On
part.
his mood, yeah.
Here's the bad part.
Yeah.
Let's say she accepts you, she's your girl, right? Now you go out. Are you going to be using AI to have conversation?
Yeah.
How can I go to the bathroom? You go to the bathroom.
Can I use the bathroom? Yeah, so what do I say during this time?
Exactly. So it
So
only
how are you enjoying your drink?
I think I know one who told me that I think this one a constructor or something drawed a house like a box or something. And I was saying that guy graduated with ChatGPT. Imagine a civil engineer who did all his projects with AI.
Online, that is crazy. Actually, now I remember this story. Let me share this story. This guy knows the story.
Yeah.
You know, online learning. That time, you know, people had gone home during COVID, so we were learning a course about in fact AutoCAD. We were learning AutoCAD the software because that time under bachelor's degree you're supposed to learn AutoCAD so that when you're doing your thesis, you make the drawings. So we had like an exam. Let's see, you have to generate a face of a roadway support and whatnot. So everybody in class did it. So this guy was back home, you know. The teacher said, no, you should send in assignments, draw this roadway. Bro, that guy, he got a pencil and a paper, started drawing. He didn't even use a ruler, bro. He drew roadway like that and sent it. Like he drew the shape of the roadway and sent it to
everything by freehand.
That's freehand sketch.
We were shocked. We were like, what?
Because all of us, we use the software.
We use the software.
And then we print it out. Him just drew freehand.
Freehand.
Yeah. That will graduate a proper graduate. He will do a design for you, you'll be shocked. Yeah, so I think that because our needs are always, humans need lots of things to be met, technologies will keep on emerging. There are crazy things coming up. There are things that our minds cannot fathom even now. That will be emerging. There are things we think that it's not even possible because imagine you telling someone in the year 2000 said that there will be a taxi that will be flying.
Yeah, even those space travel things.
They'll be like you are hallucinating.
Like those space travel things. You heard about it? Where you can just pay some. They'll take you into space.
Take you space and come back. And even now, I think there's a project of building hotels in Mars.
Yeah.
The Elon project.
Bro.
Yeah.
People want to go and spend their honeymoon there.
Would you go there?
Yeah. So the next topic is.
Would you?
No.
Yeah, but what are your thoughts on space travel? What are your thoughts on space?
Hey, man, look, I think it's the African in me. I'm so happy with Earth and where God placed me, man. Like, go to space, I'll watch, I'll cheer for you, no problem. I'll support you, but I'm not gonna do that. Honestly, maybe I'm speaking because I don't have millions of dollars, but honestly, nah, man, it's not my thing. Because even just getting on airplanes, man, I don't like it.
Yeah, but I have this curiosity aspect that I love to know things. I love to
just
see
experience.
things. Yeah, I love to experience things. And I always want to experience things that has reviews. You get it? Because even back home, we have this canopy walk.
Yeah.
This canopy walk where you walk on top of even a forest, like on the top. There's this walk there like that. I think even in China they have a lot. So you walk there just like ropes.
Oh yeah. Oh, at least such maybe I can try. Yeah.
I have to watch a lot of reviews. People who have been there before I will go.
Now, remember those guys who went underwater with that Kafani? What do you call it? I don't know. It was like a
Submarine.
Which never came back.
Yeah.
Those
Billionaires. Those
billionaires.
billionaires that
who never
they were
came back.
searching for them.
But me, I've got a question. Really,
Yeah.
right? Remember I think I was talking about the robot thing I saw in the movie, right?
Yeah.
Let's say if you had an option
Mm-hmm.
to marry that thing, the human being, that thing will be accustomed to you, to your needs, it will respect you, everything. And then there's this person who will be giving you problems. What would you choose? And I'd like our viewers to pass a comment. Personal. Who they didn't kill you. Won't ask you.
But me, I'll go for human any day.
You go.
For me, I'll go for human any day.
Like
because
there's nothing that can. There's no robotic experience that can surpass a human.
Yeah.
Because there's only so much that a robot can express. Because that thing is programmed by someone.
Yeah.
And it also has an extent.
Mm-hmm.
So the things that any other person can understand. Like, for example, let's say this thing is just programmed to make you feel nice.
Mm-hmm.
There's no proper conversation. No conversation is an honest conversation.
Yeah.
There's no input. Everything is just output of what was already input.
Yeah.
So let's say you're having a
well.
conversation and you're saying, I think this. But there are situations where you need a different opinion. You see, there are situations where maybe your partner needs to put her own input on the issue that you're talking about, and maybe to be different from you, and then you be like, okay, I didn't see it like that, and then you grow like that. But now if it's just
because it learns from you, and
it learns from you, and it's a machine learning.
It's accustomed to serve.
It's to serve you. So everything to be according to how you want, what you want to hear.
That's interesting.
And also, I think as we say that technologies are always at the level at which a human can use a technology is based on how they want it to do. Every software, somebody did it, somebody programmed it. So the level at which the user will use it is dependent on the creativity of the user. Right. So then that always puts much emphasis and then much importance on humans. Because the human that created that software to give us that kind of output. So then why will I want to look for the subordinate? You understand? So no matter how, humans, we are all complex people. We are all like this and like that. Today, somebody that you are seeing is giving you problem. Tomorrow, there will be your whatever, your sugar in your tea. You understand? So I think that there is nothing else. There's nothing that will beat human experience for me. That no matter what. No, human experience is genuine. Because there is this part of me that will know that this thing is just saying something to make me feel nice. Because it's a machine, no matter what it will do. Yes, but then humans know that this one is genuine emotion.
But you'll be surprised some people really consider it, because they'll be like, I don't want to argue with a woman, I don't want, those kind of things. But then it's up to them anyway.
That's why humans are human.
And
we all want different things. But maybe imagine you don't know that in it's built a martial art skill. There's a day to mafia you. It will fight like a machine, because it's a machine.
Yeah, it's a machine. It will beat you.
Bro. There are lots of things hidden that you don't know. You don't know when it was programmed. You don't know what is put inside it. So I'll go for you, man.
This year, man. And for us, our country is mourning, bro.
Ooh, what happened?
We lost like a legend, an icon, like somebody people loved the most. Not the most, but people loved him. He had good energy. He was a very popular artist. Dandy Chris. You've heard about it, Chris?
Yeah, I saw it.
He's old?
No, he's young. Not.
Why do you guys have this?
No, he's young. He's young.
Well, this guy also gives the like
He's not an old man.
Okay.
But he was in his, let's say, in his prime. Let's say maybe in his almost early 50s, maybe late 40s, somewhere there.
Okay, all right. That is understandable. So like,
and I was surprised for the first time people did not do things for clout, because I was following online like what people are doing, like even the celebrities, they didn't go there wearing their stuff, you know how celebrities like to show clout and whatnot, but they just went in their normal funeral attires and whatnot.
I see. Oh wow, I think that back home, I think at the point we also lost. Normally when there is someone of that kind of level of influence dies, what normally that's when we actually see the impact of people in the life of others. You understand? Because that's why we say whatever you do, you are setting a precedent for something. You are either impacting others or you are being a liability to others. You understand? So when somebody like this of like a great caliber of personality passes on, what normally makes us really appreciate his life is the kind of life that he has imparted. And so you see, people, the genuineness of people will let you know whether that person during his lifetime was really genuine with others.
And also, like, he was a good father, man. Like, he had a daughter. Like that thing about you play with your daughters, you joke with them. You used to do that a lot,
Oh, I see.
So, like, and also, like, it was also, like, very fun. Like, like one of these interviews, like, almost like a podcast kind of thing. They asked him, so, what's your favorite type of alcohol? He's like, my favorite beer is wine. He was a comedian that but when you go, we'll miss you.
It reminded me something, but I wouldn't say it. I think there was this also famous man in our country. I think he was asked a question. It was a public radio like that. I think they was asking him that, is he having a Twitter account or something? But I think he didn't hear it well. And so he mistaken it to be a car. So he said, Twitter I don't have, but I have Corolla.
like Twitter, I don't have.
Yeah, but I have Corolla. I don't have Corolla. Yeah, so it was just something that rang in my ear, and then I was just, I was just laughing. It just rings in my ear like that.
And
Yeah.
so, like, what, like, when somebody dies, it's when you really realize their impact in your life, or why is it like that?
I think it's just the mentality of people. I don't know why we always wait for someone to die to appreciate them. But when they are here, you would never see people appreciating someone. Why? Like, even just, I don't know, maybe it's just back home, but you find that people are willing to spend so much on someone's funeral.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when they are around,
They won't help
they
you.
won't really do the same. They can't spend that kind of money when that person is alive. So I think it's just a mentality, man. The mentality that we have of praising people who are past. Not that it's wrong to pay respect to them, right? But the mentality that we have is like, it's just different. The way you look at the person after they die is different. You won't appreciate them when they are here and that's the time when you should appreciate them.
Of course.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
Yeah, I think it is actually, because sometimes it will shock you that somebody on their sick bed needed some amount, maybe for a surgery or something, but that same amount, maybe times 2 or 3, will be used for their
For
funeral.
the funeral. So it's very
But when they
impressive.
needed it, they didn't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's really true. It's so sad that we don't. And also, I think that is some of the things that this generation, we have to rewire ourselves. We have to honor people while they are alive, because this is where they see it.
Yeah.
But the truth is that when they are dead, they won't see what you are doing for them.
They
Exactly.
won't see it, and it will be less of less meaning.
And then most of them do it with some weird mentalities.
Yeah.
To show people that I liked him, to show people
Like
that I really
knew
respected.
him.
Of course, I knew him, that kind of stuff. But meanwhile, when the person was here, even when they call, you don't even answer.
Yeah, and now everybody's playing his music in the country. You know what I mean? Because of
You see,
I think one popular artist died in our country that year. She won the best song something when she died actually.
when
She died.
because people played it after she died.
That's a very, very wrong and bad mentality.
Yeah.
And the song was actually nice. But then they gave her that award when she's dead. And then I requested that who is seeing it. Most of them they do it for the awards of people. So people say that, oh, this guy really sympathizes with the death. But the truth is that that person truly doesn't. Because if you do, when the person is alive and then they're doing something that really demands you to honor them, you do it while they're alive, because this is where they see it. And memory stays with people forever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it is a really bad mentality, but what would you say? Humans are humans.
Yeah, man.
Different perceptions, different actions, different behaviors.
Imagine.
Yeah, and this has been a good episode, really. Thanks so much, Chris, for having you again, and I'm sure people will be excited to see you again because you've given us some proper input.
Yeah. It's always nice to come on this podcast, guys.
So now that you are here, who is behind the screen? You set AI there.
Yeah, I said AI. There's a robot there.
There's technology
There's a
there.
robot.
It's monitoring the screens for us. Yeah, that's proper. So for those of you joining this channel for the first time, he's the big man behind our screens. He's the one who always molests us when we are about to start. I won't talk about what he says.
Tell them how.
I won't say it.
No, tell them how.
For them to affirm.
No, if it's true, tell them how.
For them to affirm, I won't say it.
So it's not true.
No.
It's not true.
Every time we sit and setting up,
Listen to the lies.
no, bro. This guy always reminds us how dark we are.
But we know we are back.
No, but now he reminds us.
Nah, you guys, I'm not
11
reminding you of
like 11
anything.
p.m. dark. I'm not 11 p.m. dark.
You are what?
Imagine,
You
we're about
are.
to shoot.
I'm like
2
4.
a.m.
I'm like, no. I'm like
Oh,
4.
sorry.
We're about to shoot that. I can't see you. I'm here.
I'm here, bro. How can't you
I
see
can't
me,
see
man?
you.
No. You guys will misunderstand me. I'm just trying to describe what the camera is showing.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the camera can't
It's
see
not what
us.
I'm seeing.
So the
It's
camera
not
can't.
it's
So the
not
camera can't see us.
Exactly.
What?
No, not that it can't see. Not that it can't see.
Now he's making it worse. So the camera can't see us.
Aish.
No, the camera can see you.
Okay,
The
man.
camera can see you.
No worries, we hear you. We hear you, man. But no, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man.
All right. So thank you very much for staying with us. We hope that this discussion was exciting and very informative. We are much more concerned about, the quality of information that is given out there. That at the end of enjoying our stay with us, you'll be able to be educated and then also get some tidbits about what is happening around the world and then things that we need to make our lives better. And I want to also, entreat all of us to like and then subscribe to this channel so that you also become, the first kind of people after you click the notification bell to receive the information that is released at first hand, so that always you'll be in tune with what is happening around, not only in China, but around the world, because we are always digging to get, quality informations to share with you out there. Thank you for staying with us always, and we are very much appreciated.
Okay, thank you so much, people. Open Diary Conversations. Don't forget to tell a friend to share and subscribe. So
Yeah, punch that subscribe button, that like button, punch it.
punch it.
Punch it.
Does
Does anyone even say that? Punch it.
You want to spoil your screen, eh? You want to punch it and spoil your screen.
Man, this has been. Honestly, I don't feel like stopping, but due to technicalities,
We know which ones those are, but we'll save it for another day.
Yeah. Hey, it's not good to disclose everything at the same time.
Yeah.
Bichana, bit by bit. All right, ciao.